my landscape of not being in the agency for the past couple of years is sort of, I hope that it has changed since I last got there. But yes, you are completely correct. My experiences were exactly the same. Every person that I was either reporting to or was sort of a leader or the person briefing me, majority of the time was going to be male. And that's where I started seeing that I was one of the very few females sitting at a table in a managerial or sort of senior position. And it was very troubling for me because I found that my opinion didn't matter, or when I did share my opinion, it was like, there, Lauren goes again, or it wasn't respected as much as if one of the male counterparts were sort of saying the same thing, even if we were on the same seniority. That I found really, really interesting. I think what was really profound for me was how people thought I got there. And you can use your imagination to what was suggested as to how I got to my senior positions. And that was very difficult because I was like, wow, I have worked so hard to get here. I've taken every opportunity that I could. And you're insinuating that I've had to do something sort of unfavorable in order to get here. And I say, please use your imagination because everything has kind of been thrown at me. And I think it was really interesting is I was listening to a podcast with Amy Fuller, and she was talking about her journey of being a comedian in a very male-dominated world and how she got there and how there was one point in her career where, of course, she was being recognized. There was award nominations, and someone said to you, can you believe that, like, you seeing your face on a billboard? And for her, it was like, yes, I can believe that this is where I've got, because I've worked damn hard to get here. So yes, like, it's been a really rough road, and I'm really proud of what I've done. And that was also always like, wow, Lauren, like, how did you get here? Like, gosh, can you believe it? And I wish also at that time I said, yes, I can believe that I'm here because I spent so much time navigating my journey here. But also I found myself, and Steph, you and I also discussed this, is I started becoming and having this sense of I had to almost become one of the guys. So I am very lucky. I have beautiful, strong relationships with a lot of male figures in my life. And I was really able to form sort of good professional relationships with males. But there was still this underlying factor of you're still a female in my world. And I don't know if I can sort of help you navigate this space. And that was really, really difficult. And I found myself changing my appearance a little bit in a more masculine way. I had very short hair. Maybe. I think it probably was subconsciously, but I started wearing like heavily tailored clothing. I cut my hair very short. I took on this more masculine approach, and I found that I was being respected a little bit more, which is like when I think back at it now, like, was I doing that intentionally? Yeah. Or because I started seeing that people were respecting me a little bit more, that then I just continued to do it. But I think it's so difficult. And I think what's also really difficult is the few females that I had the opportunity to work with who were a lot more senior than myself. I personally didn't have respect for them because I felt they were still navigating more of that masculine space and not finding that balance of let's have equality for everybody. So I think it is going to be very slow. I think we are seeing a massive improvement, but I think it's still up to females and males to have support for both males and females and to find that equality. We both have to work very hard. It's all about having respect for everybody, no matter who you are, and respecting how each individual has come to their place in agency, and also just having sort of the respect of who they are and what they can bring to the table, no matter if they're male or they're female. That's what's really, really important. And I hope that there is going to be a change. And I think what's also really important is the education value of bringing females into senior positions who deserve to be there, not just to say on a piece of paper, we have X or percentage amount of females in the space. It's like females who have truly deserved to be there. because of what they can offer, because that's also where the respect is really going to start coming in.